Today's the day we get off those shit ass Michelins that everybody swears is dangerous. These tires have not been the greatest experience on this bike, but you know I got some Dunlops that's gonna make this amazing. So we on hovercraft mode right now. Let's go get these tires mounted. All right, so currently stock gearing is 1443 on this bike. It's pretty fun. It seemed to be okay on Stockton. We were running right up to the limiter, third gear, well, pretty close to the limiter, third gear. At that point, it was kind of just like I could get the gearing changed so that it would hit the limiter, but I'm not sure how aggressively to change the gearing on this bike. I would just need a little bit more so that I can pull out of the big sweeper into the bus stop third gear to go through instead of hitting the limiter before the bus stop and then the limiter before the market. The goal is to just get up that next gear but not go up too much. So the gearing that I was thinking was going to be the stock front and then up 3 teeth in the rear, which I think might have been perfect, but we'll see how it goes. Let's go ride. It's not really about the acceleration, more so it is about the fact of the speed that gets hit in the rev limit. So let's just ride around, see what we got going on. Same brakes I got on the R1. This little bike is so damn funny, man. So we get out to the street. I'm gonna do a full acceleration. On the front straight of Stockton, I was personally getting 63 miles an hour. Jalen was going just a little bit faster. Oh, also we got a new air filter in here. It may run just a little bit better, who knows. We've done quite a few little changes. I haven't really been documenting too much of it, but it's just been changed here and there. Let's go. That was really close to the limiter right there, and fourth gear, that's 88. So that's about as fast as we're gonna ever need to go on those kart tracks. The rear sets feel hella good though. All right, let's see how much acceleration we can get. All right, so taking the cover off, obviously you want to do the front sprocket first. You can use the rear tire as leverage to hold still as you torque that off. Once you get that off, the rest is just pretty much cakewalk. Change the sprocket, throw it all back on, then we'll cut the chain all's well that'll end well. Factory sprockets right here, even though this is a 520, it's still got all the factory stuffs, the rubber damper and everything on it. The thinner the sprocket, the less weight that the engine's rotating. Although these are 520s, they're the same pitch as far as width, but the lighter the sprocket, the better it is for the bike to rotate it. The same size, but these are definitely going to be lighter. They're aluminum compared to steel. So let's clean this thing up real quick. And I mean, look at that. I've adjusted it quite a few times. Look at that. Look at that slack pulling up there, yo. And we also know that this thing was super brittle and it's time to go. All those kinks that is in it. It was big, rusted. Let's get this out of here. Okay, so sprockets and everything completed. I've adjusted the tension on it, and I typically would remove one link from here, be able to bring the wheelbase back to middle. I'm leaving it as is. I can always remove a link. That's really not a big deal. I want to try it with the longer wheelbase, and I think this is a good opportunity to do it while the chain is brand new. So now we've got a 1345. What I wanted was the 1447, which would be up 4 from stock because the factory is 43. But with dropping 1 in the front, that means that's an equivalent of 3 up in the rear. So they drop down that 1 in the front, and this is a 45, so it's up 2 in the back. So essentially, with all the math and science, we're up in the back 5. This should be a big difference. I think. I've never geared a bike this much, but it should be fun. So let's just see. Let's get on and see what's up. Ooh, it rolls so buttery now without having that crunchy ass chain on. Oh yeah, it definitely accelerates quicker. Let's see how much different the speeds are in each gear. That's gonna be the interesting part. Oh my gosh. This is so funny. That's already 3rd gear. Oh yeah, we're gonna be in like 3rd, 4th gear on that damn track. Let me go ride the same place that I did just for testing purposes, but we gotta see if this can even get on the freeway. Acceleration. Okay, I'm into that. Look, we're in 5th gear accelerating in this little thing. You wouldn't have been able to do that before. It's definitely way shorter. The gearing is super short. Wow. That's cool because it does accelerate a lot better, but I don't know. Let's see what it does as far as top end on the freeway, I guess. I don't even know if it'll be able to do freeway with this gearing right here. This really makes it a pure track bike right now. Again, this makes this such a fun little bike. Initially, like y'all heard, my thoughts initially with this thing is it's just unreal that you can have this little thing on the street legally and it'd be this fun. But this gearing makes it even more fun. Even less of a top speed, but more like peppy getting up to speed. And I hate the word pep, but I can't use the word quick because it's not quick. Nigga, what? Here we go. It accelerate so much faster. That's 6th gear, that's all she got. About to bounce the limiter. About to get in low. Wow, that definitely made the power band more usable. Before it was geared so long, I was only doing like 115 or so. It's fucking fun. I still need to do the R6 throttle tube. This is so cool. The power, the availability of the power is so much cooler. This is gonna be the shit at the track, I think. Let's go. Acceleration. Okay, so in the arsenal of what I already had with Violence and the R6 track bike, this R3 has really only served the purpose of a plaything. Initially in stock form, it's kind of not inspiring of a motorcycle. It seems kind of goofy, but the use that we found for it is just so much fun. As the modifications started to go on, and it wasn't much, it's just a very aggressive clutch. I never rode it with a stock clutch, or the stock clutch that I had was slipping. The suspension changes and the geometry having the stiffer, taller, more capable rear suspension in the back, and those things made it a little bit more entertaining. The biggest pitfall was the tires. Now, we just put these tires on and I haven't really rode it, but just from that one on-ramp, if that's how it feels and the things to come, this is gonna be a very rad-ass little bike. The way this thing accelerates now, this is gonna be able to be left in 3rd gear, and we're right in the meat of the power band as we climb through. The ability to lean it lower and carry more corner speed is also gonna be a new asset with this, because those chalk-ass Michelins that were on it before did not inspire corner entry. When I rode that Kawasaki and it had these tires on it, I felt like I'm ready to carve corners, drag knee, and set way faster lap times than what I've already done on this. So now, having all of the improvements of this bike's clip-ons, levers, clutch, suspension, and geometry, now to take off some spinning rotational weight to get better acceleration, and have the acceleration from the increase in gearing, plus have some sticky tires. And you know, we got the wider front tire, which is gonna give me a way better break in, as we got the brakes on here and we could brake more aggressive. I mean, we've just addressed all kinds of things and made all of the changes I think I've wanted to make on this. I have to watch out. This is gonna make Jalen a dangerously fast rider.
He's going to be giggling and laughing at how fast it accelerates to him now. So he'll have to get that out the way. But the second this guy gets comfortable, holy smokes, I'm going to have to watch out. This is a great bike now. I really do enjoy it. It's so fun. From the factory, how the bike was stock, I personally was only able to get 109. A lot of guys were saying 109 to 115 is what they were getting. And that's on the dash. We're not talking about actual GPS. They're talking about what's shown on the dash. This thing just showed 121 on the dash, guys. It's definitely moving a little bit faster. So with that, I fully enjoyed that right there. This blend of trainer and super fun little bike fits in perfectly between these two. It's time to hit these tracks now that it's warm. And let's see what this R3 can do. So enough yapping, I'm gonna end that out. R3 is a little monster, and we're probably gonna put it up against the Kawi. Let's see if this can hang with the Kawi. I'll check you guys when we do that on the next one with this R3, and we out.